just start with our previous class. That in last session we have discussed about this problem. Okay, is there any problem on last one? Okay, 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 clear. Okay, then we move forward. Today, basically, I'll discuss about quadratic function. Okay, so quadratic basically the form of a quadratic equation, that is quadratic. If we go for quadratic equation. Okay. So the standard form of quadratic equation, that is, if we go for last session, uh, where I have discussed about it, but can you remind that the if we have y equals to x square, then the shape of this graph of the equation is will be just like this, right? That will be U shape, U shape. Okay. But if we have y equals to negative x square, then it will be just downwards. So that is concave down. We are saying that concave down. Okay, because of this negative sign, and also in if we are given here y equals to 2x square. That means the function will squeeze two times. That if we consider this one as a general function, okay, then y equals to 2x square. It will be just like this. Okay, it will squeeze two times than the general function, right? And the if y equals to 4x square. So what will happen here? More than, right. So it will be just like, yeah, this, just like this. Okay. Now, now if we are given, that is just a y equals to x square plus 4. So what will be the graph of this function? It will be just if we x squared plus 4. No, plus 4. We have here plus 4. That means there will be a vertical shipment, right? There will be a vertical shipment. That means it will start from uh, 4. If you consider this one as 4, so the function will be just like this. Yeah. If we have y equals to x squared negative 4, so that means if this one is negative 4, so the function will start up to, right? Up to, just like this. And if we are given y equals to negative x squared negative 4, so what will happen here? Yeah, down please, right? Just like this, right? Okay. Now Okay, if we move forward here, so uh, y equals to, that means if now we are given y equals to x minus 4 whole square plus 4. So what will uh, be the graph of this one? What are the changes here? Right, exactly. So if we consider this one as 4 and this one as 4, so it will be just like this, right? So for minus 4, okay, okay, I'm explaining it. Here, in case of x, it will be opposite. If we are given here 4, negative 4, then it will be just move up to positive 4. Okay, you understand? Yeah. Then again, for this portion, that is y, it will be as usual. If we are given here plus 4, then it will be just to start from up. And if we are given here negative 4, then it will be start from down, right? Okay. I think it will be more clear to you if we can manipulate it on here. If y equals to x plus 2 square. Okay, can you see the Desmos? Okay. Now, if we just put what happens here. So since we are given here x plus 2 whole square, right? Power 2. So the vertex point is moved to the left, okay, in x-axis direction, right? But now, if we are given here, so what are the basic changes here? It equals to y equals to x plus 2 square and then plus 2. So what happens here? That is just here since x plus 2, so it will be moved to horizontally left, okay? It will be moved to our left and then plus 2, that means it will vertically move to up to 2 units. And if we put here negative sign, then what happens here? At, along with y-axis, that is positive 2, movement is positive 2 here, but for x minus 2, that means here it will move to a right, move to the right, okay? And uh, if we put here 2, okay, that means the function squeezes, right? If we put 4 here, if we put 6 here, if we put 8, 7 here, that means the value which increases, if the value is increases, then the function just squeezes, okay, or we can call it shrink, okay, okay. And if we put negative sign here, well, then what happen? What will happen? opposite direction, right? Down, right? Here is so positive, negative. Okay. Now, okay. Uh, so here, well, if we just simplify this, then we will get the value is y equals to x negative 4x minus 4, okay, x minus 4 squared, then plus 4. So if we just simplify this, then it will be x squared negative 8x and then plus 16 plus 4. That means x squared negative 8x, so plus 20, right? Y equals to. So from here, basically this one and this one both are equal, right? We got this one from this. Okay, both are equal. Now, from here, if we just rewrite this as a standard form, then we will have here y equals to a x squared plus bx plus c. That is called the standard quadratic equation. And again, we know y equals to f of x. So we can write here f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. So that is called the quadratic function. This one is called the quadratic function. Now quadratic equation, we basically we got quadratic function from the quadratic equation. And the shape of the quadratic, we just saw that is the shape of parabolic shape, right? We are getting parabolic shape from quadratic function, quadratic equation, basically quadratic equation. Okay. Now, if we convert it into into an equation, then we have here a x squared plus b, okay, bx plus c equals to 0. Then, what are the solutions of this quadratic equation? That is x equals to negative b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That is the solution of this quadratic equation. Now, what is a? A is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Okay, if we just put or replace the values here, then we will get the solution of this equation. How many solutions will be there? Two. Why will get two? Square root. Here we have basically for a polynomial function, we will get this one is also a polynomial, right? Polynomial equation. We can consider it also. Uh, for a polynomial equation, the number of roots is equivalent to the maximum power of the variable. That means here we have the maximum power of x is 2, right? We have here maximum power of x is 2. Okay, that's why if we solve this equation, then we'll get two roots. Okay, I'm just give you another example. If you are given x cube minus 1 equals to 0, so this equation here, maximum power of x is 3, right? So if we solve this equation, then we will get three values for x. Got it? I think it looks like very complex for you. Okay. 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 But here, basically, I have talked about quadratic. If I just summarize the session here, that is uh, basically we are talking about quadratic function, right? Quadratic. That means maximum power of the variable will be 2. Maximum power will be 2. If the maximum power is 3, then we call it cubic function. Okay. So here there will be x square and there will be some coefficient over there. It can be plus or minus. Then there will be another. Power of x will decrease here. X, and then here 1, and then there will be something, and then power of x is 0 equals to 0. That is quadratic equation. Okay, that is the standard form of quadratic equation. So now for better understanding, we just put here a, here b, here c, and here power of x is 0, so that value that is equals to 1. 1. Okay, that's why we just write this one as ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Equals to 0. Okay, now the solution will be, how many solutions will be there for x? That will be 2, because here maximum power of the x is 2, right? So what are the solutions? What are the solutions here? That is x equals to negative b, then plus minus root over b squared minus 4ac. Okay, 4ac by 2a. Okay, now if I give you an example here, then I think it will be clear to you. If you are given an equation, that is just like you can say here 2x squared uh, plus 5x, then you can consider plus 3 equals to 0, and you are asked to solve this equation. So how can we solve it? Here, here a equals to 2, right? B equals to 5, C equals to 3, right? Okay, so now we have the values of A, B, C. Now we just will put or substitute these values here over there. So we'll get x equals to, it is negative B, so that means negative 5. Okay, then no, 2, that is 5. B, okay, so plus minus root over here, then b square, that means 5 square, then minus 4 times a. times C, that means 3. Okay, and then 2 times A, that means 2. Is it clear? Okay, so now if we just simplify this one, then we have here uh, negative 5 and then plus minus root over here 5 square, that is 25, and here 4 times 2, that is 8, 8 times 3, that is 24. So 25 minus 24, that is 1. If we take a square root on 1, that is 1, also 1. So it will be 1 here, okay? And then divide by 4. Now, now just if we okay here so if we consider plus at first, then it will be minus 5 plus 1 by 4, okay, and then it will be minus 5 minus 1 over 4. So the value is negative 4 by 4, that means 1, negative 1, okay, and here negative 6, negative 6 over 4, that means we have here negative 1 and then negative 3 by 2, 3 over 2. So these are two values of x. Okay, basically this is the process to solve a quadratic equation. And there are other process also, you can use your graphical method also. That means if we put this equation in a graphical calculator, then okay, 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 okay. So just we learn here that how to solve a quadratic equation, okay? And now, what does these two values indicate? These two values basically indicate that if we just draw the graph of this equation, that is 2x square and then plus 5x and then plus 2 equals to 0. That means if we draw the graph of this equation, then uh, here we have just negative 3 by 2, that is 1.5, and then 1. So it is negative 1 and then negative 2. That means the graph will just pass through these 2 points. Okay, these two values. We have here x equals to negative 1. Okay, negative 3 by 2, right? So that means this is equals to negative 1.5. Okay, so this one is negative 3 by 2, that means 1.5, and this one is 1. So since the values of x's are negative 1 and negative 3 by 2, that means the graph will just intersect x-axis on these 2 points. So basically these are the solutions. We get that is called a graphical method. From if we just need to solve any equation, then just put it on graphical calculation and find out the values where the graph intersect x-axis, and at those points the values of x's are the solution of the equation. Okay, okay. Now there is a point, if we just notice that there is a point where the minimum value, we will have the minimum value, then again that means the graph just came downward, 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 then reach at a point, and then from that point it moves up to upward, upward, upward. Okay, this point is called the minimum point. Minimum point. Minimum point. So if the graph is just concave up, U shape, then we will have minimum point. Okay, and this point here, uh, this point is called basically the vertex point. Vertex point, and it will be minimum if the graph is just U shape, and if the graph is opposite of U, then at the vertex point we will get maximum value, right? Here we will get maximum value. This point is called the vertex point. Okay, so now if we just analyze the graph, then okay, if we just go through this, that is the basically y equals to x square. So this point indicate the, this is the vertex point, and at which uh, yeah, so at which we will get the minimum value of this function, right? Minimum value. Okay, and uh, the line which is just a uh, we can say your vertical line, a vertical line which passes through the vertex point. This one is called vertex, vertex point. Okay, so the line which passes the vertex point, this line called the axis of this parabola, axis. Okay, maximum point, right, right, exactly. It depends on how what type of shape we are getting. Yeah, graph, right. Okay, now if we go through the concepts here, conceptual inside, I have already discussed about this, how to solve the equation of how to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, and then okay, I'll go to the problem later. Then before that, okay, here. So we already got that uh, quadratic function, how the quadratic function forms. The quadratic function basically comes from quadratic equation. Okay, and in the vertex form, okay, uh, I have already discussed about it. That is here. If we go through, go back to the previous one. Okay, here. Okay, these two equation. So we can consider, but just we can compare with the general equation, this one. Okay, we can compare this equation with the general equation. That is f of x equals to a x squared plus b x and then plus c. Okay, we can compare this second one with this one, and uh, here if we look at this, f of x equals to a x minus h whole square. This one in the slide, a x minus h whole square plus k. So this form is called the vertex form. That means from this type of equation, we can easily say what will be the coordinates of the vertex. Here, the coordinate of the vertex is hk. Here, the coordinates of the vertex is hk in this form. Okay, coordinates of the vertex point. A coordinates of the vertex point. Yeah, that means I'm talking about that if we have the quadratic function in this form, that means f of x equals to a times x minus h square then plus k. Okay, so vertex will be hk. If we just move to the graph again, then we see here. Okay, here the second one. Sorry. So here y equals to, we have y equals to x minus 2 whole power 2 plus 2. That means, uh, look at the point here. This one is the vertex point, right? Can you see the graph? Can you see the graph? Okay. Can you see the graph? Here the graph. This point is the vertex point, right? So if we go back to this one, that is uh, here the equation. Look at the equation: x minus 2 power 2 then plus 2. Now here is the vertex point. What are the what is the coordinates of this vertex point? Can you see that? Here 2 2. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That means we can easily find the vertex point from this type of equation, right? This type of equation. It is. Is it clear? Okay. Now, yeah. Yeah, because of the equation here. If we change the equation, then what happens here? If we put here negative 3, so what will be the coordinates of this of the vertex point of this graph? 2, 3. Is it 3? No, negative 3. It's just under the x-axis. Yeah. Okay. So that means this equation which passes through the vertex point, that is called the axis. That means the equation will be here x equals to 2. Look at the green line here. That is the equation of the vertex, sorry, axis. That means, what does it mean? That means here x minus 2, that is equals to 0. If we consider x minus 2 equals to 0, then we get the equation of the axis. Okay. And here we will get the minimum value, right? That is the minimum point also. Minimum point also. The vertex point is the minimum point. And at this point, the value of y, that means negative 3, that is the minimum point. That means if we put the values of x here, then the minimum value of y will be negative 3. Okay, it will not cross negative 3. Okay, it looks like complicated, right? Yeah, in this form. Yeah, this one. Okay. Now, yeah, yeah. Now you will find that here, consider the quadratic function given by. We are given here. Okay. If we calculate this one, then it will be, I think, clear to you. We are given here f of x equals to negative 2x squared and then plus 16x then minus 24. Okay. Now, if we just calculate this one, then we have to make it in the form just f of x equals to a times x minus h whole square plus k. We have to convert it this into this form. Okay. Now, for here, if we take two negative, okay, y is f of x. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So this one is also a quadratic function. Now, if you are asked to find the vertex point, then how can you find it? No. These are okay. I got it. You have a doubt here. Uh, the two values of x. You are talking about the values of x, right? So we got 1 and then negative 3 by 2, right? Okay. These values are not the vertex point. These are the solution of the quadratic equation. That means at that point, the graph will intercept x-axis. Okay. Now we are talking about the vertex point. Okay. If you are given a function just like this, and then you are asked to find the vertex point, or you need to find the vertex point, then how can you easily find the vertex point from this quadratic function? That means you have to convert it into this. Then we can say here hk is the vertex point, right? Comparing with this equation, this function, we can say hk is the vertex point. That means h will be just here x minus something, okay? And then here k. So these two values will be considered, okay, for finding the vertex point. That means now we have to just convert it. We have to just convert it into this form. So how can we convert it? Here we will need to do some calculation here. So we can take negative 2 common, then it will be x square, then minus 8x, then plus here we have to put something, and then minus 24. Okay, that means we have to convert it into perfect square. There will be something inside the power 2. So we can use here this one, a plus b power 2. What is the value here? A square plus 2ab plus b square, right? Okay, so that means if we just rearrange this in this form, then from here we can easily move to this. That means now if we just move on, then here negative 2, okay, then x square negative. Okay, if we have negative sign here, then here negative. Okay, so yeah, if we have negative here, then it will be negative a minus b power 2. Okay. And now just rearrange this one. That is x square negative 2ab, right? ab here, ab. So a is, we have to just here convert 8x into 2ab. That means here a is x, then multiplied by 4, right? So we are getting here 8x. Here we have 8x. Now then we have to put 4 square here, okay, and then negative 24. Now what have we done here? What are that? This value was not over there. 4 square, that means 4 square is equals to 16, right? 16, 16. Okay, then we have here negative 2. That means we have to multiply 16 by negative 2. That is negative 32. So we have just added negative 32 here extra, right? So we have to just subtract it. Since we have here negative 32, so we have to put here positive 32. So the value will remain same. Is it clear now? I got it. It looks like complicated, more complicated to you. I think it will be easier to you if we just apply this in the real world problem. Then I think it will be easier, easy to understand. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Repeat it. Okay, 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 okay. I will. No problem. Yeah. So now from here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So we have here negative 2, yeah, negative 2, and then from here we can rewrite this as if we consider x as a and 4 as b, then we can say x minus, since we have here negative side, so it will be minus here. So we can write x minus 4 whole square power 2, and then uh, plus 32 and negative 24. So the result is, what will be the result here? 8, right? Plus 8. Now, does it look like in this form? So we have now here f of x equals to negative 2, and then x minus 4 whole square plus 8. That means if we compare to this equation with this one, then we have here just f of x equals to a x minus h power 2 then plus k. So if we get the equation or function as this form, then we say that the vertex point is hk, right? Now if we compare this to this, then what will be the vertex point? Compare these two. Here value of h will be, right. We have to figure out it. So the value of h will be what? Okay, 4 is h. Yeah, that's it. So finally we got the vertex point. Yeah. So vertex point, that is vertex point of the, we can rewrite this one as f of x equals to negative 2, then x minus 4 power 2, then plus 8. We can rewrite this, and here hk, that means vertex point is 4, 8. Okay, okay, I will repeat it. Okay, no problem. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay, no problem. Here I will share with you the PowerPoint, okay? Then I think it will be easy for you to get it. Okay. Here, yeah, yeah. Okay. Basically, this is the actual summary of this quadratic. All of that is called vertex form. Okay, that is called standard form. I have already talked about it. Okay, that is, and then the graph of f is a parabola. Okay, so since we have here quadratic, so it will be parabolic. And then this one is called the vertex point. This one is called the vertex point. And here, since it is U shape, that means here concave up. So we will have here minimum point, minimum value here at this point, and at this point we will get the maximum. Okay. So what are the max values here? Maximum values here. That is the value of y, and here is the maximum value. Okay. And this axis which passes through the vertex point, that called the axis, and that is x equals to h. So we have here x minus h whole square. So that means x equals to h is the equation of the vertex point. So since we have here in this function, we have here x minus 4 power 2. So what will be the equation of axis? What will be the equation of axis? That will be x equals to 4, right? That is the equation of axis. Okay. And then here, uh, whether it will be opens upward or downward, it depends on the value of a. If a is negative, here is the a. If we have here negative sign, then it will be just open downward, and if a is positive, then it will be open upward. Okay, that is the summary of quadratic. And then we have to just apply it. Okay, here is the application. Okay, I'll discuss about it in our next class. Okay, if you just go through this, if you find any problem, then note it down. I will discuss or I will repeat it in our next session. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, okay, thank you.